Hello, Susie Chocolate here. I'm just going to a quick tutorial on resticking your Brother Scan and Cut mat. I know that they don't keep their stick very long, but it is so easy to restick them. Try not to use any type of tapes, washi tapes, painter's tapes or whatever to stick your paper on, because when the mat sucks into the machine, if the edge of the tape peels up, it will roll up and then get stuck inside the inside of your machine. I have had that in my very early days, and it was really difficult to try and get out. There is a scanning window underneath that you are able to get inside to clean, and it was very intricate, but I did manage to get it out. And so that you don't have to go through it, I'd suggest that you don't even try that. This is the easiest way that I have found to restick. See, there's not a lot of stick on my mat at all now. They say clean it with a baby wipe and then it will be restick again. That does help, and that does get rid of some of the fibres, and it does get a little bit sticky again. Others tell you to give it a good scrub in the sink with some fairy liquid, washing up liquid. I've done that. And I do that when it gets really dirty and mucky, but in between time I don't. This doesn't take 24 hours to dry. This is what I use. It's called Crafty Products Sticky Matte Adhesive. I'll see if I can find the link to it. I've had it probably I've probably had it for more years, and it's a very liquid glue. This is a 50ml bottle, and I'm not even halfway down it because you need very little the way that I do it. So there's no need to wash it, there's no need to do anything with it with a baby wipe before you do this process of resticking. All I do is I've got a little bit of sponge, any type of sponge, you know, washing up sponge, bath sponge or whatever. I don't know what this was, maybe a little makeup sponge or something. And also I've got some of those little triangular makeup sponges. They're quite good. I do use those too. This is all I do. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit. Oop, here we go. There's just a little bit like that, and then I'm just going to, as you can see, I'm just going to dot this all over, and so that it's spreading all this what I've just squirted out. And I don't think I had much here. As you can see, it's only a little, and then once you've dotted it and you've stuck, you can almost wipe it, and then that's sticking all the rest. So what I do like to do is then just go around the edges with a dry cloth. So I'm just going to wipe down the black numbers just to make sure that they are not sticky. I know some videos tell you to stick this up with tape all the way around. I've not really found that necessary. This is the only thing that I've ever done with all of my mats, and I have never bought another mat. This is my original mat for my SDX. When I had a CM, I kept the same mat for the CM. Well, I think it came with two mats, a standard and a low tack, but eventually they all become the same tack. All you now need to do is just let that dry, and that is it. And so probably takes, I don't know, half an hour to dry, if that. Oh gosh, my hand is so sticky, I have to go and wash now. But I shall be back once it's dried and show you how well a piece of card will adhere to it. Actually, it's only been 10 minutes. And I just want to show you, I've been and washed my hands, and I just want to show you how tacky this now is. I can pick the mat up with my hand. Now, a lot of people struggle with getting a good cut. You do have to have your paper adhered all over. Now, when you stick the edges, when you've got a mat that's not sticky and you only stick the edges with some tape of some description, you're not sticking the middle. And to get a very good clean cut from your machine, it needs to be adhered all the way across underneath all of the bits that you're going to cut. And so there is no point in trying to just stick the edges, because there's no contact between the mat and the card on the inside bits. And so, as I say, this is what I use, but you can use any tacky type glue. Be careful if you've got a Kalal tacky glue or an Arlene's tacky glue or Tombow tacky glue. They are pretty thick, and so I would, because they're water based, I would tend to water them down a little bit, because what you don't need is, and I've seen this on some video tutorials too, where people have restuck their mats with that type of thing, and then they can't get the paper off at all. You know, you do your cutting, it once it goes through the rollers, it presses it into the glue, and then they actually get the things off that they've cut. And so I don't know if you can see here how liquid that is. It is, you know, just like a thickness of water, really. But I'm just going to grab a tissue because my hand is stuck. I'm just going to rub this down. Right, so that's popped that down on the mat, and so it is okay. If you bend it, it should come off. But what you want is, once it's on, you can't tip it up and turn it over and it falls off. You don't want it to be so adhered that you can't actually get it off. Anyway, so that's just a very quick tutorial on how I deal with my mats. If you've got any questions with what's happening with yours, please leave them in the comments. As I say, I don't give it a good scrub until it gets really dirty. And when I say dirty, I mean really dirty, with fibres from different coloured cards. It, you know, it can go pink or red or blue or whatever. And then with the glue that you've put on top of each other, I would then give it a good scrub, and I put it into the sink in some warm water and put some fairy liquid or washing up liquid in the water and just let it soak for a little while, and then I give it a good scrub with a scrubbing brush to actually get off all of the glue. And so it then ends up like the outside of this mat, very smooth. And then I just start all over again doing the glue. What I don't do is I don't wash this. This has just been used, and so it has got quite a lot of glue in it. It never seems to go hard, rock hard anyway. And so don't wash the glue out of your sponge. Carry on using it. And you know, if you're in the midst of cutting something and you think, oh, my mat's not sticky enough, it's not cutting well, and you need to restick it, 10 minutes is nothing to have to wait. It's not 24 hours that you have to wait for this glue to dry. As I say, 10 minutes ago I did that for you and showed you how well, and this is how well it sticks, you know. The items that I've got on this piece of card, I've just thought I might as well say, is a tutorial that I'm just also in the midst of making on cutting, pussy cutting out stamped images. My mat needed to be restuck in the middle of my video, and so I thought I'll quickly just pop this in and then I can put this out as a separate video. But if you're interested in how to cut out stamped images, then please do have a look on my YouTube channel and find it. And also I've got one cutting out some digital papers that I have printed myself from the Drop of Sunshine. So I cut out lots of flowers and words and all the things that Marta had printed in some ephemera and all that type of thing. Yeah, that's in another video, which I will pop in the description box below so that you can access both of those in there. And if I've got anything else that I need to add to this little tutorial, then that information will be in the description underneath. Just click on the more button after the title of this YouTube video, and you will see everything that I've typed in there for what I want you to be able to have a read of. But anyway, that's it from me now, and so until next time, bye bye.